Hey everyone, Mistik here. Welcome back to the channel. It's a good day in Graal right now as the Halloween shop has finally been released. Honestly, this shop came so late that I was expecting something small or even nothing at all. However, Graal has completely exceeded my expectations. First of all, I'd like to just thank the development team, graphics team, and other staff for making this shop. It has finally shown that this game is still capable of making amazing shops as it used to. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Also, as a side note, this video is coming out about a week after the shop was released, so if you're wanting any of the items, I recommend getting them as soon as possible as the shop could close at any time. I'd also like to give a special thanks to all the people that helped me out with this video. Their profiles will pop up right now. In this video, I'm going to be going over each of the several melees as well as the two guns. I'll be showing what they look like and what they do, as well as if they're worth purchasing. Then I'll briefly cover the hats and extra goodies that come along with this shop. I'll start with the guns and melees, and I'll go in order from least expensive to most. First, coming in at a price of 6,000 graalets, there is the Kusarigama, which I probably pronounced incorrectly. It deals 6 damage and has a chance to knock back the victim. If you've watched any of my reviews, you will know that I absolutely hate knockback. In my opinion, it ruins the effectiveness of any melee. However, this melee never really had any promise to begin with. As for looks, I enjoy the color scheme and it definitely fits the Halloween vibe without being too in your face. Overall, I wouldn't buy this item because if you did find this melee's look cool, I think the next will be more for you, and it really just doesn't stand out in usefulness at all. Next up, costing 8,000 graalets, we have the double black Scythe. This melee does 7 damage at a medium speed and has the shadow warp effect. For those who don't know what this means, it basically warps you to the other side of the player you are attacking. It's meant to confuse the target, however it ends up just being a mess for both players, so it doesn't really help you out in combat. Once again, this item doesn't have a lot of combat promise, however that's usually the case for cheaper melees. The looks of this item is what is important here. Scythes are currently really popular, so this is a very interesting item. I actually recommend picking one up if you have tons of graalets, or you can just buy one in trade tables. These items like to rise after the shop closes or in a few months, so it may be a low risk but small profit maker. Costing 12,000 graalets, there are the Abyss Fangs. These are basically claws that attach to your character's hands that deal 8 damage at a medium speed. These have no effects, so overall, as you could tell, these are pretty subpar. If you have no other melees and 12,000 graalets burning a hole in your pocket, they may be a fun and half-useful melee. But unless you're in that crazy and improbable circumstance, there's no reason to even look at these. The first gun in the shop costs 12,000 graalets as well. These are the Diablo Duels. They deal 2 damage, and before you start screaming, Mistik, these are only 2 damage, they suck. We need to take into consideration that they're stacked and have a super fast fire rate, as well as boost to 3 damage when in perfect condition. I'm going to be completely honest, these are pretty good guns. If you don't have any guns like M4, PvP, or Bar yet, I highly recommend these. They will be good for lots of situations if you don't have any super good weapons yet. They also have a clip size of 20, which does limit the damage output as you need a lot of shots to kill someone, but that's to be expected for such a cheap gun. Next is the Candy Corn Stick that costs 15,000 graalets. This does 8 damage moderately fast and also comes with a 10 damage slam attack that has knockback. Starting off, the slam attack is useless. It's slow, barely ever hits, and when it does, it knocks back the enemy. In my opinion, this melee doesn't even look cool, so to keep things short, don't buy this. Honestly, Candy Corn Stick has to be my least favorite item in the entire shop. Now, getting into the more popular items in the shop, we have the Rose of Midnight coming in at 20,000 graalets. This 8 damage staff has a moderate speed and once again deals knockback. I'm not sure why they keep adding knockback to everything, but it's really hurting these items. Luckily, anyone purchasing the Rose of Midnight is not doing so for its damage. This item is definitely one that is built to be shown off. The item can spin and along with it has an amazing effect while spinning. This, in my opinion, is the coolest effect on a spin feature any normal item has had so far. This is a definite buy if you're paying with shells, but I wouldn't spend the 20,000 graalets it costs when you could probably pick one up for under 1,000 trochus at trade tables. At a whopping 70,000 graalets, there is the Phantom Dagger. This deals 8 damage and comes with a completely unique special feature. This feature is Phantom Mode, which allows you to deal 9 damage and turn into a phantom where you are almost invisible. Sadly, this Phantom transformation does not prevent or reduce damage. This melee isn't actually very good in combat, which was sad to see for a 70,000 graalet item. However, it is unique and is untradeable at least at the time of this recording. This means that only people that bought it during this time will have access to this unique feature. If you again have a large amount of graalets, I would pick it up, but by no means should you sell shells to obtain it. The final and most expensive weapon in this year's Halloween shop is the PGM 338. This is a sniper that deals 11 damage and 12 when perfect. It has a clip size of 6 and a slow fire rate. The sniper is really not that great, however the weapon comes with a second mode. This turns the sniper into 2 pistols that deal 7 damage and 8 when perfect. The pistols are actually pretty fast and can kill you quickly, and they have a clip size of 16. The animations for switching modes is really cool, and when you're using dual pistols you have a casket on your back that holds the sniper. I hate to say it, but after really looking into this gun, I don't think it's worth it at all. At 150 Graal, you're at the top end of weapons, and there's just a lot of other guns that perform better. Yes, the PGM is exclusive and probably much cooler than other guns, but for anyone who wants to use this weapon as their main gun, they will probably be disappointed. As for extra goodies, there's 12 hats, 4 toys, and a whole furniture room. These toys feature hugs, a pumpkin you can carve, and an umbrella. It doesn't spin, so don't freak out. Overall, the hats were decent. I especially liked the bat wings and the turquoise hood one that I used in this video. There's not really much to say about the rest of the shop as I don't really care for furniture. And with that marks the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything, please leave a like as it helps me out a bunch. Also, please comment down below any items you want or have already bought. I'd love to hear it. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, as I keep everyone up to date and informed about Graal era news and updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.